If you are wondering about the best places in Panama to live, then this is the video for you. In this video, we will cover one of the most desirable neighborhoods in the country. And by the end of the video, you will know where to stay, where to eat, and what to do. Let's get to it.
Y ya no sabes lo que pasa.
El primer verso, papi.
Yeah. Lo que manda aquí la clave.
All right, so welcome to the Blackset Movement. I'm your Blackset guide, Big Will. And today we're going to take a deep dive at a look at our neighborhood, Avenida Balboa. Avenida Balboa is a road in Panama City, Panama. It is named after Vasco Nunez de Balboa. It's approximately 3.5 kilometers long and is located along the Pacific Ocean, making it one of the biggest attractions for real estate development in the city. Along the avenue lies one of the main financial centers of the city, along with lots of residential skyscrapers, scores of fabulous restaurants, and gobs of shopping options. For Americans, the closest thing I can think of would be South Beach, Miami, or maybe the Gold Coast in Waikiki, Hawaii. Let's start with where to eat. Fat Boy approved restaurants. All of these restaurants are definitely Fat Boy approved. We had a fantastic time at each. You will not go wrong. We're going to start up with Azahar. Azahar is a absolutely fantastic restaurant located in the U building along Avenida Balboa. It's a high-end restaurant serving Latin American cuisine, a lot of seafood, a lot of spices, arroz, and the service is absolutely excellent. It's the main feature of this restaurant is that it's made in the speakeasy style of the 1920s in the States, where we had to, during Prohibition, they had to hide the club. So when you get to Azahar, it looks like a floral shop on the outside. It overlooks Avenida Balboa. I think it's on the 7th floor. The views are stellar. We went there for our anniversary. It's that type of celebration restaurant. Or if you just landed in the city and you want something fabulous, by all means, check out Azahar. Another local spot that we love to death is Plaza Gourmet. Plaza Gourmet is really a collection of fondas. Fondas is a Spanish word. I believe it means family-owned restaurant. They're usually small restaurants and, again, family-owned. Plaza Gourmet is a collection of several fondas. You have Colombian food, you have Mexican, there's Cuban, there's Japanese. We haven't tried the Japanese food yet, but we've tried the Colombian, Mexican, and Cuban, and oh my God, it is to die for. It is flavorful. It comes fast and it's cheap. You can easily get a dinner for two in the $20 to $25 range, including your drinks. So please check out Plaza Gourmet. The next restaurant on the list, Arima Beach Club. This is a outdoor restaurant. It's made in the style of a beach club. There's a wading pool there, tiki huts, tiki torches, lights, very heavy on the seafood. So surprisingly, Big Will still likes it because, they do serve cow and pig as well. So there is food for me to eat there. The drinks are absolutely fantastic. We had something called a blue mojito here, and it was flavorful and delicious. The food is a little pricey for what I would think would be an outdoor beach club, but it's not breaking the bank. So I'd put it at the $3 signs pricey. La Strega restaurant. Y'all, this is one of our favorites here in Panama. We have some good friends that had suggested that we go to this restaurant. We finally went with them, and we were completely blown away. It's Italian cuisine, but their attention to detail is fabulous. It's high-end. It's $3 sign pricey, but the food is extraordinary. And the biggest feature for me is you order the fettuccine La Strega. I believe that's what they call it. It's a dish named after the restaurant, but they roll out this huge cheese wheel. I mean, it's a huge cheese wheel, and they put your fettuccine and I have chicken fettuccine, so the fettuccine and the pollo were placed on top of this cheese wheel, and the heat melted the cheese, and the guy just sitting there mixing everything up together, and then he scooped it all up and put it on my plate and said, "Eat this." And y'all know Fat Boy got it in. Highly recommend La Strega. It's on Calle 50, one of the main arteries here in Panama City. It is absolutely to die for.
So, the foodie fondas, actually I gotta come up with a different name for that. They actually have a name, but they're located right next to the foodie supermarket, and my friend is stays in that building. Always talks about foodies. So these are more Panamanian fondas, family owned, and the food that we had from one of them was absolutely tremendous. I had a good time chit-chatting with the owner's wife of the restaurant on Mother's Day, and it was fun meeting her children. So it was a great meal. It was roast con pollo with a nice salad and some plantains on the side. Both of us were well fed for $12. So good, cheap food located 1 block off of Avenida Balboa behind the U building. All right, so the last restaurant on the list is called the Old Town Lighthouse in English. In Spanish, it's El Faro with some more Spanish words. But y'all, this restaurant is absolutely fabulous. If you're visiting Panama City and you only have one place to choose to go out to eat, I would pick El Faro or the Old Town Lighthouse. It's on the 30th floor of one of the high rises on Avenida Balboa. So your view is 30 floors of Panama City, the bay behind me, and then Casco Viejo. The food is stellar. It's traditional American bar restaurant type food. So burgers, pulled pork sandwiches, but they also have steak and high-end lobster. So you're going to get a little bit of everything at the Old Town Lighthouse, but the main thing are the views. And 30 floors up, the weather is nice. You can see all the way to Tobago Island. Y'all, I can't say enough about this place. Avenida Balboa is in the heart of the action in Panama City, so you're never going to run out of things to do. The number one attraction is the Centro Costero. That's exactly where I'm broadcasting from right now. It's the Centro Costero. It is a 5-kilometer long fitness trail and parks and recreational area. It stretches from Casco Viejo all the way over to Punta Patilla. And it is like the central point for celebrations, fiestas, parades, all kinds of stuff going on in Panama City. You have a jogging and walking trail, you have a bike path, you have kids' playgrounds, you have this plaza here with the Panama sign where everybody's busy taking pictures. You have tennis courts, basketball courts. It is a wonderful, wonderful thing to have access to. My wife and I walk the Costera almost every day. I don't know if y'all can tell the big wheels starting to become smaller wheel. And that's because of that path behind me. It's beautiful. I was just there walking this morning watching the sunrise. So, next up, you have the Afro-Antillean Museum, or Spanish Museo Afro-Antillano de Panama. How'd that sound? This is where you can learn all about the Afro-Antillean presence and contributions to Panama. As a matter of fact, it is one of the stops on the Black Expats in Panama relocation tour, because that relocation tour is going to teach you a lot about the culture of Panama, not just where to live and eat. There are lots of parks here in Avenida Balboa in Panama City, and these parks are just great oasis within the city. Here's some images of your Raca Park. which is right down the street from us. Y'all, look at what they've done for Christmas. This is a winter wonderland, even though it's not winter here. It's a Christmas wonderland. How about that? Eureka Park is a Christmas wonderland. Look at all these lights. Look at the kitties. And, they got Mickey Mouse and elves and all kinds of stuff going on. So it's really exciting and interesting seeing how much they love their parks and how they take care of the parks. Another thing to do here are casinos. You have some of the biggest casinos off of Avenida Balboa. And the casinos, not only can you go there and get your gamble on, but you can go there and hear live music. They have salsa bands on the weekend. They in there getting it on, getting the salsa merengue on. They do live concerts and also some pretty good restaurants. So another thing to do. Lastly, but certainly not least, Avenida Balboa is the heart of the city. Anytime there's a celebration going on, it's going to be on Avenida Balboa. So we get lots of parades. Since we've moved into Avenida Balboa, we have seen 2 major parade events, and we know there's a lot more coming. Independence Day, there were 2 days worth of parades. 2 days worth of parades. I'm going to say that one more time. There were 2 days worth of parades. They started at 10 a.m. and didn't finish until 7 p.m. 2 days in a row. We got to hear all of the bands. We got to hear speakers. We got to see people dancing. And then just this past Sunday, we witnessed a Christmas parade along Avenida Balboa. They closed down the whole street. Y'all, there were had to be close to 25,000 people where I'm standing all along the avenue, watching the fun, watching the bands, hearing the music, seeing Santa. And y'all, these parades here are on one. They even had a drone show. Check this out. And of course, it's not a party in Panama unless there's fireworks. So you get plenty of that on Avenida Balboa. Trust me when I say you are never going to run out of things to do on Avenida Balboa. All right, where to shop? So Avenida Balboa has 2 pretty large malls in proximity to it. Number 1, Albrook Mall. Not technically on Avenida Balboa, but it's only a couple of kilometers behind us. Y'all, Albrook Mall is one of the largest malls in the Americas. That means North, Central, and South America. This mall is huge. We've lived in this city 4 or 5 months, and we still haven't been to all of this mall yet. It is tremendous. There's also a train station and then the bus terminal. All the buses in Panama seem to come to Albrook Mall, so you can easily find a way there. They have high-end stores. They have the outlet-type stores, athletic stores. There'll be names that you recognize as an American. There'll be some new names to you, but whatever you need, you'll be able to find it all in the mall, no doubt. Another mall convenient to Avenida Balboa is the Megapolis Outlets. Y'all, this is a huge 4 or 5 story outlet mall right in the middle of the city. You can go there and get some good food. You can get some clothing. You can get some furniture. We run there all the time. So they have Conway. Conway is Panama's version of Target. So anytime we need something, we're running right down the street to Megapolis, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. We even had food at one of the restaurants. It's called Chillin'. It's the Panamanian version of Chili's. It is better. Oh my God. If you are interested in moving and living in Panama City, Avenida Balboa is a great bet for you. Rentals are plentiful. The rent price tends to be more expensive than the rest of the country. Most high-rises here offer spacious condo-style living with 1, 2, or 3 bedroom options. Most have on-site security and secured entrances, as well as parking garages for residents. These buildings also include social areas like rooftop pools, gym, and party rooms that can be used for hosting events. Rental rates can be found anywhere from $850 a month to upwards of $2,500 a month and beyond. It's really a factor of how well you want to live and how high up you want to live. The higher up you go, the more it's going to cost you. For those that are interested in purchasing real estate, you can plan on a budget of at least $325,000 to find a nice unit in a sought-after building. Ballers, you can stay in a 2-story penthouse for about $700,000. Pro tip: real estate here is different. I will have an upcoming members-only live stream all about real estate with a real live Panamanian agent to answer your questions. I highly suggest investing in membership if this is your path. All right, y'all, so that's a wrap for this episode. If you found this information to be of value, please click the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss any vital information coming up in the future. And please consider supporting the show financially, either as becoming a member or shopping in our YouTube store. You can find that right below. You can even tip for the information using the super thanks, also right below. I want to send a huge shout out to those who have joined our channel as members. Y'all, thank you so much for your support. There's no way I could do this without you. And to my repeat offenders, thanks for all the support, y'all. You have really made this show pop. Until the next time, family. Ciao.